Now I will talk about logics. I'm creating a new project named Logic 1. I'm creating a new file named guessmynumber.py. In this program, user will guess a number, what I am thinking. The number will be between 1 and 10, and user have to enter the correct number. So if user enters the correct number, it says the program will say something, and if uh, it's not correct number, if it says different thing. So now let's start the program. I'm taking a variable named input text. Separating variables in using underscore and using all small letters or lowercase letters is called snake case. So it's the convention of variables in Python. Can you guess the number what I'm thinking? Uh, Program will ask the user this question, and user will enter a number between 1 and 10. We'll use integral number here. We'll convert the input text to an integer. That is an integral number, because we don't need to use points or decimal points in this case. Now there is a syntax called if keyword. This if is a keyword in Python. Uh, there are several keywords in Python. Those keywords cannot be used as variable names. Like if, we cannot use if as a variable name. So it's a keyword. So now I am checking if the number is equals to 7. I should use a bracket. If I don't use a bracket, that will also work. But in this case, I am using a bracket, and a colon is required. Now it's a if the logical syntax. Here double equal sign is used, which is a comparison equality operator, and it's saying that number is equals to 7. The result of this operation is a boolean value, that is boolean value is true or false. That is, if number is 7, then it will return true, and otherwise it will return false. Now for this scenario, I am printing mm, you have entered the correct number. Seven is a lucky number. Now I am printing another method, another text. You have entered here there are three prints, and now you see that in this print there is a there are some spaces in this print which we call indentation. Like if we remove the space, it will be here, and if we press a tab character from keyboard, it will be here. And there are two print statement in the same indentation. Those two print statement has spaces or tabs before those statements. So this condition is eh, when this condition is applicable, these two things will happen. So these two things are related to this condition, and this print is not related to this condition because uh, if I keep those side by side, then also this print is not related to this condition because this print doesn't have a space, that is the indentation. So now let's run the program and see what's the output. Then we should be clear about it. Now I am running the program. It's asking, can you guess the number what I am thinking? I am typing 4. Now it's saying that you have entered 4. Uh, it's coming from this print statement. You have entered 4. Now I am running again the program. Can you guess the number I am thinking between 1 and 10? I am typing 7 and pressing enter. Now it's saying that you have entered the correct number. 7 is a lucky number. You have entered 7. 3 lines we see. In this case, when the user inputs 7 and this if condition is checks that number entered by the user is 7, whether it is 7 or not. When it's 7, it executes those two print statements. And this statement always happens. These print statements run all the time, whether the condition meets or not, because this statement is outside of this if condition. Okay. Now, program runs from one line to another. We need to see how program runs, and sometimes we need to find out bugs or faults in our program. So we may need to debug the program. So I will show you how to debug the program, and also you will understand how program works. Now at the first line, it's the third line, and the first line for this program, I am moving the mouse in this place and clicked here, and this is called a breakpoint. The red dot is called a breakpoint. I have created a breakpoint in the first line. Now this is the run Python file button, and there is a drop down. Here is a debug Python file option. I am now clicking the debug Python file. Now debugging has started. I see that there is a yellow icon here. It program stopped in this breakpoint. The yellow icon. The breakpoint is the red colored circle, and yellow icon is the currently stopped state of the program. Now here are some buttons that we'll be using for debugging. Generally we will use step over. F10 hotkey is F10, function 10 button, and step into hotkey is F11 button. So for simplicity I will go with step over F10. So now you see that uh, there is nothing written in the terminal at this moment. Now I am going to step over, clicking this button here, and you see that there is a text in this terminal. Then I am typing 7 number and pressing enter. Now you see that the execution moves to this line. The yellow icon is here. Now program is running from this line and going to this line, has reached this line, and in this line it will convert the input text to number. Now I am pressing the step over button again. Now program goes from this line to this line. This is the if condition, and now I am going again step over. You see that program goes to this line. Then after I step over, you see that you have entered the correct number is written here. So this line is already executed, already run. So this text is shown here. Now program will execute this line when I press F10 or click on this button. I'm pressing so I am going to press this. I am not pressing the hotkey. I am just pressing this button F10. You can also press F10 you using your keyboard. Now you see that 7 is a lucky number is printed here. Now when I press this button again, you see that you have entered 7. This line is printed. Now the program stops. Now to understand the debugging, I need to run it again. Now I am going to debug again. Debug Python file. Now it's in this line. Now I am going to next. Now I am entering number 6 and pressing enter. Now you see that program is in this line. Now I'm going to the next. Now program is in this line, and previously from this line program went to this line, and let's see where program goes from this line. Now I'm pressing the next button, step over button. We see that program goes from this line to this line and doesn't enter these and these two lines because this if condition doesn't meet. number is 6 here. If we want to see a number in the middle of a debugging process, you see a variable's value, you can select the variable and right click and add to watch. Now you see that this is the watch window, it's written as watch, and you see that number colon 6, that is the value of the number variable. The number variable, the value is 6. So when the value is 6, it is not equals to 7. So these two print commands are not run. So it is skipped. Program is skipped those two print commands. Then program goes to this print command. And when I press this step over again, then it says you have entered 6. So this if statement is used to logically move the program execution path and control the program execution path.